Hello there, design and modeling. I see you. It's Mr. D-Man here. We're going to start to work on one of our projects. It's called the Air Skimmer. This is what the Air Skimmer looks like. It's 11 inches long. It's got a couple of fins on it, and what it does is it skims along the floor, and it's kind of a fun activity. Because we're kind of short on days in here and stuff, we're gonna kind of speed things up. Now, we've already gone over some measuring, but I'm gonna teach us a way that we can maybe save some time. So if you're at home, a distance learner, you know, a cereal box or maybe a box, this is a rice box, would be a good material to use. If you don't have that, then, you know, a sheet of paper will just have to work for us. So what you see here is what we have to draw on our paper, and you can see that some of the common numbers we're going to be measuring with is a 1/2 inch, 3 inches, there's a 1/2 inch there, there's a couple spots where we need to do 1/8 of an inch. And you know, I'm not so certain that everybody at home has a ruler. So one of the things that we're gonna do is we're gonna make our own ruler out of just a sheet of lined paper. And I'm only gonna be focused on some of the measurements that we're gonna be using, okay? So if you take a lined sheet of paper and kind of start from just any one line here, okay, I can tell you that approximately you go one line over, and approximately halfway between that and another line, that's about a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to label that a 1/2 inch, okay? Now, another measurement that you'll need to be using is 1/8 of an inch. So what I would say is that if you just measure from this black line to one of these lines that are there, that is approximately 1/8 of an inch. So that would be somewhere around there, okay? That's that line. That could serve as about a 1/8 of an inch for us, okay? Then another very common number that we're going to be working with is 3 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just come down here on my paper a little ways, and now I'm going to count 9 lines, because 9 lines is about 3 inches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? And that is 3 inches there, from here to there. Okay, and we said this was a 1/2 inch in between here. Okay, so for those of us that are in class, I'm going to ask that, and people at home too, we're going to place our material. Students here at school are going to be using some normal cardstock, and we'll start doing some of our measuring according to this right here. So all you got to do is kind of follow along with me. If you're in class and you want to use a ruler, you are certainly welcome to do that. We have done a lot of measuring exercises so far, but I'm going to go ahead and just use this paper just in case there are kids at home, and this will help speed things up. So what I'm going to do, what we're going to do is we are going to start out, we're going to put our paper down this way, and we're going to work up here at the top, and I'm going to measure out a 1/2 inch. So here is the one side of a 1/2 inch, and then there is the other right there. So I'm going to mark that. I'm going to go to the other end, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm gonna mark a 1/2 inch. Okay, so now I've got that mark and this mark. Okay, now we need to go 3 inches. So I'm gonna put this there. Gonna measure, so I'm lining up this on that mark that I had made. And then I'm gonna mark there where the 3 is. And I'm gonna mark here where this 3 is. Okay? And then we are gonna need to do another 1/2 inch after that. So I'm gonna go here like this, go to the other end, line up this mark with this, and we're gonna do that. And now we're gonna start drawing some lines. Now, this is something that I have learned along the way. It's easier to draw straight lines with a ruler or the edge of a book or whatever you're gonna be using. It's better to draw the lines going towards your body as opposed to trying to hold it and going across. So I'm gonna turn this. I'm gonna line my ruler up on that first mark and then this mark. And I'm going to hold that ruler firm and I'm going to draw a line across there. Now I'm going to slide over and I'm going to go to the next marks. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a line there. And then last, I'm going to go here and draw those lines. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is we're gonna write main body here. Main body. All right. Now I'm gonna go back to my paper ruler here that I made. And I'm gonna go over here on the right side. We are now gonna do this right here. So I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna put a mark there. Just move my sheet of paper just a little bit. Put another mark there. And now I'm going to draw connecting those 2 marks. Okay. So now we've got our main body done, and if you look on here, these are just the different numbers, but those 2 look pretty darn similar. Okay, so now we have to draw one fin and another fin. So I find it easiest that we use the edge of our paper as a good 90-degree for what our fin should be. So you can see here on the plan it says we have to go 3 inches this way and then 3 inches that way. Same on this side, 3 inches, 3 inches. So we'll take the paper ruler again that we made, and I am gonna go, okay, I'm gonna measure up 3 inches from this bottom corner. And just put a mark there. I'm just gonna turn this and I'm gonna put a mark here. And I'm gonna go to this end of the paper and do the same thing. I'm gonna go 3 this way. Okay, so I did 3 there. Bring it around to the corner, or bring it around the corner, and go 3 there. All right, now we need to measure out a 1/2 inch from the edge of the paper, and we have to measure up a 1/2 inch from the edge of the paper. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna kind of use my paper as a guide for the line. So I'm gonna put this like that, the 1/2 inch, and I'm just gonna draw like so. And now I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna draw that like this. Now I got that one done. Come over here, same thing, 1/2 inch here, and then a 1/2 inch over here. Oops, I'm a little bit off. D-Man, you are a stooge. There we go. Okay, so get rid of my paper inch. Now what we're gonna do is I am gonna quickly just take and connect these corners here. See, like that, or not those corners, those ends of the lines. We gotta make that angled line there. So I'm gonna go ahead, take and connect the two ends of those sharp marks. There's one, and here is our other one. And these are going to be called our fins. So I'm going to write fin down here and fin down here. Okay, you notice I write in all caps, and that's kind of a good thing for you know, engineers and whatnot. That's just the way that I learned how to do this, oh, a long time ago. So it doesn't mean you have to write in all caps. I just wanted to say you might have noticed that. A lot of students notice that. Okay, so now we have to draw the scoop, and this is probably the trickiest of the things that we have to do. Okay, and what we'll do is we're going to take, and in between here we're just gonna put 2 marks that are gonna be the 3 inches apart. Okay, now what I kind of done is where I put those, now what I have to do is kind of, never mind, I'm just gonna leave it because I don't want to get us too confused. If we go back, sorry about jumping around here, but if we go back, I'm gonna turn my paper here, and I'm gonna kind of connect this with that with a very light line. So don't make it too dark, okay? And it doesn't have to go all the way, just kind of in the middle here. So now I have that, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and draw a square here. So we've got this line, we got the edge of the paper, and just do your best to do about 90 degrees here. So I got that, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this, okay? Now, if you wanna go back and do this, you can. I will do that. So we've got that, and that's kind of this area right here on this, what we call the scoop, okay? Now, if we look, it says we need to go 3/8 of an inch out down here and 1/8 of an inch up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to this paper measuring device I got, and one line on our paper, this to here, is approximately 3/8 of an inch. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna go from there, here, and there, and I'm gonna put a little mark there. I'm gonna go over here and do the same thing. Okay, and now if we just write back to our 1/2 inch measurement, I said that about from there to there would be 1/8. So I'm going to line that up. 1/8 of an inch is not very far. And I'm going to go over here and do the same thing. Not very far. Okay, I'm going to just do that and this. And now I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to connect this line, or this point, with this point, and it'll make an angle for us. Okay, just makes a little bit of an angle for us. And do the same over here. And that right there is gonna be our scoop. Now, I hope that all of this turned out okay. If you were using part of a cereal box, I should have gone over this to begin with. You want to start out with a cereal box that's a piece of the cardboard that's kind of about the size of a sheet of paper. And since this box here has folds like that, I would have just used this right here as my piece of cardstock. So if you're going to use a cereal box, you'd be doing that on here. Okay, so that does it for drawing up our plans. When you're done, I'd like you to just, if you could, just take a picture using your Chromebook and go ahead and insert that in the slideshow. Thank you.